Good morning. My name's Nick. My co-star Otto the garden cat somewhere behind me, and this is the Tieta Permaculture vlog. You can see I have a dust mask on. It's because it's still, or it was on. I've taken it off because it's a little bit easier to communicate into this microphone without the dust mask covering my face. Amazing, right? We have really bad Saharan dust right now. I think I mentioned it in the Father's Day video. I'll link that above in case you weren't sure or you didn't see that one. Because I just explained a little bit about the dust phenomenon and what's going on. So it has some benefits, although it does create these dusty conditions that are not so great for breathing. So this morning we're going to just check in on everything again. Since I wasn't here yesterday, I'm looking around and seeing lots of seed heads already. I just cut grass, but this is what happens in the tropics. It goes so quickly. And then I think what I'm going to do is actually head on over and just grab the horse manure, because that'll allow me just to wear my mask most of the time, since that'll be mostly activity that I'll just take you along the road with me for. So, and then we'll have everything we need to start a compost pile. And with that being said, let's get started. I'm wondering if I can show you guys and if you guys can actually get a good idea. So I'm going to just pan the camera over a little bit. And you see over there, see that ridge? We can usually see that ridge almost perfectly, very clearly. We can actually see that. I could look at it and see like a lot of the individual trees. And a little bit of this is a little bit of kind of just morning haziness and fog that comes through the valley, but most of what you're seeing right there is actually the dust. It's actually that thick where it's actually obscuring a view that I have very easily with, like, I don't even think about looking over there and seeing it. Like, that's how much it is here. Apparently it's some of the worst Saharan dust they've had in about 50 years or so. That's what I've been reading. So this is kind of the worst, but it also in the way is the best, because it's going to be fertilizing just that much more. So I'm just going to check in on the chickens real quick before we head over to get the manure. Hey, bud. This mama likes to make sure I actually emptied everything out of the feed scoop every single time. I empty it, and then she goes right to pecking inside just to make sure I'm not skimping out on her. Hi, mama. Here's our broody mama. She's sticking her head out quite a bit. Are you thirsty? Is that why? Let me get you some water. Broody mama's been very good. She's been barely coming out, actually. I haven't seen her out much the past few days while I've been out here up on the roof there. So she must be in kind of the final stretch, which she is. We should be seeing chicks maybe this weekend. So pretty exciting. Excited to share that with you guys. Look at that. See how broody mama, just having the water right near her coop there, or her nest, she can just reach out and have some without having to go anywhere. That's my goal, guys. That's the goal, so that she just feels like she has everything she needs. At least water. She can sit there and starve herself as long as she wants. I mean, we can do that too, right? We're okay with, fasting for a while. I mean, pretty much all animals can fast, but water is very important. So making sure that she has an easy access to water, something I really think is beneficial for her. And right now she's still drinking. So she was waiting until I left, but the second I kind of walked away a little bit, she started drinking again. So happy to see that. This mama's being very vocal. Very, very vocal. Mama. She's like, get out of my box. I want to lay in there. And broody mama's like, no, I'm good. I'm going to stay right where I am. Moving on from the chickens. Just doing a really quick check, guys, just because I really have not been out here at all recently. I think this New Zealand spinach is craving more light. I keep saying that, and I need to open up the light here. And but it is still going. I mean, it doesn't look super happy, but it's still moving. And it's kind of an experiment, guys, to see if it would actually take or not here, because I didn't really know if it was going to work in a tropical system. It's from New Zealand, so that's usually subtropics at best down there. They probably have some tropical spots though. I don't know. Oh, hey Otto. Here's Otto and Co-Star Otto. Skirting the line between where he can walk and where he can't walk. He thinks we're about to play. But I'm gonna work. I need to go get the horse manure, bud. Take a look at this cucumber, see if we have any more on. Because if you know cucumbers, you know very quickly it becomes so big that you can't harvest it anymore. But look at all the flowers on there. There's so many flowers. So lots of future watermelon or cucumbers. Do have a watermelon down there, so I'm looking at it. I'm noticing today that we have a lot of bees and butterflies flying around. And that is such a cool thing to see, because when we kind of first saw here, I didn't really see that so much. So it's really cool to see. All right, I'm gonna get my buckets, my shovel, and my mask. And then from here, I'm probably gonna be masked up and probably won't talk so much. I'll probably stop and talk when we're over there a little bit. And you guys might be able to hear me through the mask. It's probably just gonna be a little muffled. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get everything ready to do the horses and horse manure trip, adventure. And then we'll start heading that way, and you'll see me in just a little bit on the other side. Before we're good, you see that right there? That's the dust. That's the dust from the Sahara. It just kind of comes right on and kind of covers things. If you guys didn't see my video from last week where I came over here and got manure, check it out. I'll leave it in the I'll leave it linked above right here, because when I got here the other day, this is not even close to this clear. It's probably been 4 or 5 days maybe, and this is the power of horses, guys. If you have big overgrowth, or really any kind of big grazer, if you have huge overgrowth anywhere, especially big grass in the tropics, I mean, look at the amount of work this guy's doing to knock all this down and reset the system. So all he's doing out here is they just come here and they have a rope on him here, and they just tie him off to a branch or a stick or something like that, and they just let him kind of roam around, and he slowly knocks back all this huge overgrowth that has been growing for months at this point, right down to the ground, tramples it, adds manure. This little property won't mind at all a little bit if I take a little bit of manure, because there's going to be so much that he's adding in, and I'm only taking a small amount of his regular production. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get started harvesting, and we'll see how much I can get. One down, one to go. This guy, so magnificent. Thank you. Thank you. What are you doing over here, kitty? How'd you get over here? How'd you get over here? Huh? Apparently he just wants to come with me no matter what, even if I'm going over some difficult terrain. This cat. True garden cat. Hope he doesn't get lost over here. I'm gonna try to see if I'll get him to follow me back, but just want to say thank you, horse. Got just about 2 buckets full on top of my 1 bucket I had the other day. I should be good. So you'll see that there is still, when I take it, I never take all of it. I always leave some so that at least the grass and everything can benefit. I'm not taking every single one of the nutrients that this horse is leaving. Just taking, you know, enough that I can use. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's just the right amount for me to use. And wherever there's a clump that I'm harvesting from, I always leave at least a few clumps of the horse manure right where this originally dropped, so that I'm not disturbing the kind of natural sequence of things too much. I'm just removing any excess that I'm finding. Excess essentially being the nutrient that I can use that otherwise would still be used and go back, but doesn't necessarily need as much in one little place, because often what ends up happening is the horse will place all of his manure pretty much in one place. I find it'll be like a big clump of, you know, many different loads at a time, and then there won't be anything for a while, and then another place I'll find like 3 or 4 dumps in the same place. So I just kind of follow the natural pattern of what's happening on the land. Just make sure I'm not taking it all. I don't want to exploit this land and exploit the resource of the horse that this horse is kindly working so hard to give us. And I don't want to exploit it, but I do want to use it. So I'm now going to see if I can find Otto, because I don't know where he went. I think he came up here. Oh, there he is. He's down there. He's in the forest in here. Otto, come on. Otto. I have a feeling he's going to want to stay here. There, you see him in there? It's like a jungle cat. He's essentially a jungle cat. Otto found his own way here. He can find his own way home, I hope. If nothing else, he'll just run down to the street over there and then up and around. We just live right around the corner. If you go this way up and then turn it right, and our house is right here. So really close. He's still within his usual kind of perimeter that he usually goes, but I don't think he usually comes this way. So I must have opened up a new thing for him since I'm coming over here. All right. Now the challenge of getting these 2 full buckets of horse manure through this path. Okay. One slight spillage here. I'm gonna see if I can save us here. All right. 1 bucket. Spillage. Okay, we lost a little bit. That'll be okay. All right, I'm gonna go double back one more time and see if I can't get Otto. Look at him. Otto and the horse. Very curious, this cat. But you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, and I want that cat to die from this horse. So let's see if I can't sneak up on him and get him. Hey kitty, good boy. Let's go home. Let's go home. Oh. Say bye cat, bye horse, bye horse. Okay, we're gonna go home. We're gonna go home. Good job making it over here. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. You have to just stay with me though while we go over. It's getting a little. What I'm standing on right now is actually like an old door, I think. It slowly keeps tipping and back and forth. So one day I'm going to be on there and it's going to not want to go back. That's right, kitty. I know. I'm being annoying. Okay. Now I have the cat, the bucket, not me. All right, kitty, watch out. Here I come. Good kitty. Can you go explore there? I'm okay with you exploring over here. At least it's on our property still. All right, guys, I got 2.5 fish buckets full of horse manure, and check out that zucchini growing on. My man Pete Canaris, I'll leave his channel linked up here. He's got a lot of good stuff for the tropics, subtropics too. He does a lot of tours through the tropical areas, so definitely a good, sorry guys. My man Pete Canaris, he always says what's growing on. It's to be completely honest, it's one of my most annoyed things. Most things I get annoyed at, what's growing on, you know, but it's his shtick, and you know, I respect him for it. Sorry for all that, guys. I'm very sweaty from all that already. It's really a lot of humidity here, and it's like no wind at all. Could have all this dust right now, I think. I don't know, but Saharan dust bringing nutrients to the tropics and nutrients to the rainforest. So thank you, Sahara, for doing that. But back to my man Pete Canaris. I said down there I got the zucchini growing on, and I'll link to his channel up here if I haven't already, because he has a lot of good stuff for the subtropics and tropical climates. He's based in Florida, and he's like a big landscaper that is kind of following permaculture principles and edible landscaping and all that. Good, cool guy to check out. A lot of useful videos, a lot of cool tours out there. So that's it for me today, guys. I am thoroughly sweaty, and I am now about to continue to sweat. That's why going onto the roof to continue sealing. So I have all these all these seeds that stick as you walk by from that pasture over there. So I'm trying to throw all those off me while I'm here and thinking of it. If you do like what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me get more reach and also have that motivation to keep going. I'm now over 85 subscribers. Very excited about that. Next goal, 100 subscribers. If you're watching this way in the future, just figure out whatever subscriber count is and just pretend I'm getting to that next 100 mark. Whatever the next 100 mark is, that's what I'm going for. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of my community, and thanks for understanding when I can get the vlogs out on a daily basis, because I'm working on other projects like sealing the roof and everything. I've been a little bit lax recently. I've taken, I think, 3 days off out of the last 5, so it's not the way I want to run it, but sometimes you just got to get projects done and work with the time you got, and work with the time and energy you got, I should say, because part of it's just the energy to keep going. And sometimes after sealing the roof all night, I just don't have that energy to edit. So that's what happens. All right. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate everything you guys do for watching this channel and kind of continuing to support me along my journey. And until next time, have a good one.